Hi everyone, thank you for your interest in PTG. We are very honored to share our exciting story with you. But before we started, I would like to introduce. I'm with Miss Pachanok Warasak-Yotin, the Assistant to Vice President in Financial and Accounting Department, and I'm Savitri Tantra Ampai, and IR Manager. So before we look into the detail in this slide, I would like to look at the total picture for this year. So if we talk about the operational performance for this year, we actually have done quite well. However, the only factor that is under pressure was marketing margin, which in the first 5 months of this year, we actually forecast that this year we will get new high on earnings. That because the first 5 months we perform very well. But you know what happened at the end of the second Q to the third Q, it's the marketing margin. Actually, the event caused our management to lose some weight. That's because of the marketing margin. But you know, the thing is, diesel was capped at the 30 baht per liter, while the price, the WTI oil price, jacking up. Okay, so let's start it with. Okay, here's from NNT and Bangkok Post. Saying that that's capped in 30 baht per liter for diesel price. But you know, the price, the crude oil price increased from $60 per barrel to more than to close to $75 per barrel, actually within only 1 month. That's in June. And you know, it's maintained in the high level of the oil price in the third Q too, and you know, the price has been capped, the diesel. So that reflects our bottom line for the earnings. Okay. So for why it has to be 30 baht per liter. Actually, the 30 baht capped happened in Thaksin Shinawatra government. That's more than 10 years ago. If we talk about the inflation rate or the minimum wage adjustment, actually the 30 baht shouldn't be capped at this price. But we understand the government that they need to help the population, the diesel users, which they are the majority of the population in Thailand, in our country. Okay, so for let's start with the action plan. It's not just that we did the action plan in after the third Q, but some of these action plans has been implemented 3 to 4 years already. For example, the diversifying to the non-oil business. You know, we don't want to risk our business in only just having one oil business, but we want to diversify to other business. For example, in non-oil business or in renewable energy business. That's because when someone happen with, for example, in the third Q with oil business, that's going to be non-oil business that help support our earnings. Okay, so the action plan is to increase the sales. So by, you know, we believe in delivering the quality service at our service stations. So service will take us further and will create more sustainable business. So we launched PT Service Master campaign last October. So our crew will focus on best service to our customers at the stations. We launched it in Bangkok area, and we started launch in vicinity areas already. So for next year, we forecast that we will launch it throughout the country in selective stations. Okay, so we want to improve our brand awareness, to our customers. Second plan is to expand non-oil profit portion. We have done many things, and we've seen a lot of improvement in the non-oil business. And for next year, we will see some increase in this portion. Third is select more precisely locations. So we will select the location to add for next year to be able to add the non-oil business on top of the service petrol stations. And we target that for next year, 70 to 80% will be able to add the non-oil portion. Okay, so for the agenda for this time, we will cover the third Q highlights, industry outlook, business overview and development, 2019 outlook, and Kun Miss Pachanok will cover financial performance. Okay, so let's start with the third Q highlights. For third Q highlights, our sales increased 16%. So we beat the market, the industry, and we want to focus on, we started to expand in Bangkok and vicinity areas. So we see a lot of improvement and increase in sales volume in Bangkok area, grew about 31% year on year. Okay. And second, our LPG sales volume still growing. Our sales growth was 63% year on year, while the LPG auto in Thailand decreased about 12%. That's because we also offered our customers the loyalty program, the PT Max card, which they can collect points, both petrol and also LPG, because LPG vehicle need to use two engines. So one is benzene and another one is LPG. Okay, we can say that we are the only oil company that the customer can collect points in all of the network, both oil and non-oil business. Okay. Third, the GP gross profit from the non-oil portion grew 48%, and the portion of the non-oil profit in the GP increased every year. So for third Q, we reached 12%, higher than last year at 8%. So we want to increase this portion to 60% in 2022. Okay, and last but not least, so we received many awards this year. We just received Kaizen Awards. So our team joined the Kaizen Awards about 2 years ago. So first year that we joined the event, we got bronze medal, and last year we got silver medal, and this year we got both gold and silver medal. So it shows that we improve. So continuous improvement is also one of our key value in our company. Okay, so we receive the Management Innovation Awards, and also has been selected to get into THSI index this year. Okay, so we want to show you the industry outlook. Okay, so this chart, it's compared between the world oil price, the WTI, and the retail diesel price, domestic price in Thailand. Okay, you will see that the dark green, the trend line is quite steep, while the light green it's kind of slightly increased, and some area which has a lot of strip here in June. Okay, while the diesel price capped at 30 baht per liters. So the domestic price adjusts quite slow compared to the cost of the crude oil. Okay, that's because of the government policy that want to cap the diesel price at 30 baht per liter. Okay, so let's take a look at Thailand oil consumption. So look at 9 months, 18th, the total oil consumption, Thailand consumption is about 25k million liters, increase about 1.9% year on year, right? So we see from our research, we see slow growth in diesel. That's because this year the agricultural activities, the agricultural price does not perform very well while the production increase. So that's reflect the consumption in diesel. And also, but we see another thing is, the main growth still coming from Bangkok and vicinity areas. Bangkok and vicinity areas accounted for 32% of the total consumption in Thailand. Only Bangkok and another 3 provinces covered 1/3 of the country consumptions. So that's why we want to come more into Bangkok to serve our product to our customers. So if we look at the third Q, the third Q decreased 5% Q on Q. That's because the third Q is rainy season. So every year the third Q will slower than every quarters when compared to other quarters. But for this year, 5% decrease Q on Q. We also see the highest drop still from diesel. Because diesel they use in agricultural activities, and in the rainy season we have like slow in agricultural activities, slow in the transportation activities. So that's why we see the drop in the third Q. Similar picture with the retail consumption. The retail side, the retail consumption cover about 72% of the total consumption in Thailand. So we see for 9 months 18k million liters for retail consumption, increase about 1.6% year on year. The lowest drop also in the drop also in from the diesel. When we look at the third Q, 5% drop Q on Q, similar to the total Thailand consumption. The lowest drop also from Bangkok and vicinity areas. Okay, Bangkok and vicinity areas doesn't impact with the agricultural drop in third Q, and also lowest impact on the flooding situation in Thailand as well. Okay, if we look at the LPG consumption, for auto LPG consumption, about 12% drop year on year if we look at 9 months, and also drop 2% Q on Q for third quarter, and about 12% year on year as well. So the drop is because the price is not the price difference between MoGas and LPG is not quite high. So that's switching in fuel switching in LPG and the benzene users, benzene consumption. So if we look at the LPG total channel, decrease about 2.3%. And that's because of the drop in LPG auto consumption. But the LPG household still slower, still increasing, slightly increased. Okay. If we look at Ptg Business Overview, okay. So for 9 months, 14% year on year. But for the retail, it's increased 16% year on year. If we look at the third quarter, about 5% drop in Q on Q in third quarter, similar to the total consumption of Thailand. So if you look at the proportion between the retail and wholesale channel, we highly focus on the retail side. So you will see that about 96% of our sales we sell through retail. Okay. On another side, on the right hand side, you will see the third quarter compared to the second quarter. In 2016, you will see that if we compare quarter to quarter, it's 11% decrease in 2016, and in 2017 about 9% decrease Q on Q. But for this year, 5% decrease Q on Q when compared third Q to second Q. The slower drop, that's because we move into Bangkok and vicinity areas, and Bangkok and vicinity areas doesn't impact in either the flooding situation or the diesel impact in the seasonal or agricultural activities. So we forecast that if we move more in Bangkok and vicinity areas, next year the drop should be able to decrease less than 5%, probably will be 4% or 3% for next year. And Bangkok and vicinity areas doesn't impact. We got the flooding problem in the second Q this year, and also the third Q too. So outside Bangkok and vicinity areas will get the impact on the flooding situations. Okay, if we look at the market share for the total oil market share from 2015, we get 7.7% market share. 2016 we increase about 1% every year to about 8.75, and last year our market share about 10.15%, and third quarter we increased to 11.6% to be in rank 4th. And for fourth quarter, we think that we forecast that our market share should be closer to 12%, which closer to number 3 in this chart, closer to the light green one. Okay, this is the total all channel market share. But as I mentioned earlier, that we focus on the retail side. About 96% we sell to retail. So let's see the market share in the retail side. Okay, so here the retail market share we increased from 9% in 2015 to close to 11% in 2016, and last year at about 12.7%, and third quarter we jumped to 14.2%. By fourth Q, with the high seasonal in the fourth Q, we forecast that our market share should close to 15%, and if we will get closer to number 2, and for next year we think that our market share should be able to get to rank 2nd next year. Okay. So in terms of the sales volume, we still outperform and in terms of sales volume, in terms of our expansion. But the only factors for this year, it's the marketing margin that doesn't go quite what we expected at the first place. Okay. Here's the expansion in Bangkok. So in 2016, we add about stations in Bangkok, and last year about 3 locations, and for the third quarter, for 9 months, we add about 14 locations. We add 25% from last year. But what I want to focus is, but the sales volume in Bangkok increased about 31%. So the station increased only 25%, but sales volume increased about 31%. So we forecast that if we focus only Bangkok area by 4th Q, the sales volume in Bangkok area should be able to increase about 37 to 38% year on year. Okay, so right now we covered. So for in Bangkok, we have about 50 sub-districts, but only 48 sub-districts that's allowed to have petrol stations. So right now we cover about 30 sub-districts. So by 2021, by 2020, we should be able to cover another 18 sub-districts. So our customer will get to see us PT service station every sub-district, and be able to use their PT Max card membership at every sub-district in Bangkok. Okay. Oopsie. Okay. So in terms of LPG sales volume, still growing. For 9 months, about 53% growth compared to last year. And for third Q, it's about 15% Q on Q and 62% year on year. While the overall consumption in LPG auto decreased about 12%. But our sales increased. That's because we expand LPG. Our LPG stations, they are very modern, and also we give the service station standard to our customers. And also we also launched the PT Max card membership. Our customers can use and can collect the points both with the petrol and also the LPG gas. Okay, so right now about 30 to 40% of our members, of our sales in LPG come from our members. So they collect the point from petrol use gasohol product, and also when they want to refill the LPG, they also can collect the point at our pumps too. Okay, so when we look at the LPG auto market share, in 2016, our market share is only at 1%. Last year, we increased to 2.6%, and for third quarter, we reached 5%. So by fourth quarter, we think that our market share will get close to 6%, and by next year, our target is to increase our market share in LPG auto to 9 to 10% in the LPG auto market share. So we set a target in 2022 to get to rank first in the yellow area in 2022. Okay, here's the total network. We are not only provide only petrol station, but we also provide the LPG station. We also have the non-oil networks. For example, the coffee shops. We also have the restaurant under Krua Ban Jit. We also have the maintenance services under Pro Truck for big truck, and also the auto bags for the passenger cars. We want to expand the partnership, and next year you will see more of the partnerships. Our members can collect the points, can redeem points at our alliance, both oil and non-oil business. Okay, here's the total network of Ptg. So in 2016, you will see that the orange one is the convenience stores under Maxmart brand. You will see that there's a significant increase in the networks. And for the right hand side, you will see that the total coverage in the non-oil in our service station in 2016 is only 11%, but in September this year, we cover 25% of our total service station. But next year, we plan to add more coverage to 30 to 40% next year. Okay, here's the partner for the PT Max card. Right now, it's not only our subsidiaries that we can partner with, but the communication brands or other restaurants or food and beverage. We also partner with them too. But next year, you will see more variety of the partnership. So our customer will get more privilege when holding our PT Max card. Okay, what's news? So we just opened Coffee World branch at Icon Siam. It's located on 5th floor. In the Icon Siam, and you can stop by and take a look at our new branch for Coffee World. Okay, here's the QR code payment. So we launched the QR code payment a couple months ago. So our customers can make a payment by using QR code at Maxmart, Pantai, and if the government allowed the payment at the pump, we also ready to launch this service as well. So we want to facilitate our customers to make payment more quickly and get more service, faster service. People doesn't have to carry the cash anymore. We can also accept credit card and accept the QR code as well. Okay. So next, for the new site, so we have like minor change model, and we launch it on Vipavadi 32 on near before Central Lad Phraw, right? Okay, already opened, and also for the right corner, top corner here, we open it at Liep Duan Raminta. Okay, before Central East Wheel. Okay, and there's also some changes just in Maxmart appearance, Maxmart image as well. So here's the Pantai Coffee at Amphawa. We open second drive-through and with new model here, and we plan to open more too for the drive-through this year. And for next year in January, we will open a petrol station on Ratchada Pisek, and forecasted in February and March will open on Thanon Chan near Sathorn. Okay, in 2019 outlook. Okay, so we believe that if the crude oil price increase more than reach $80 per barrel, we believe that the adjustment system in the diesel cap should be changed. To accommodate the price that the crude oil price that increase drastically. Okay. However, for actually after right now in Q4, we can say that marketing margin come back to normal already in about 1.7 to 1.8 baht per liter. But for next year, if the oil price increase, we believe that that should be something change in the adjustment of the cap, or they will release the oil fund more quickly, or in line with the cost. Okay, next, we focus on accelerating the non-oil business in our existing service station. So we plan to accelerate MaxMart and Pantai for next year, and we believe that MaxMart and Pantai will get to break even for next year. Next, for the expansion, we will more focus on the Bangkok and BCT areas, and the areas that still have the potential that can expand non-oil as well. And okay, last but not least, for the new investment, we will more selective in the expansion. If the environment change, our strategy change according to the environment. Okay, next, for the investment plan for next year, 2.5 billion for oil business. We plan to expand our 180 to 200 locations. We set about 0.5 billion for non-oil business and about 0.5 million for new business. Okay, that's the total of the picture of PTG. And for financial performance, Ms. Pachanok will cover this area.
Thank you, Kun Savitri. In the next 3 slides, I will be presenting the information of our operation result of PTG. Let me begin with the gross revenue in this quarter, equaling 26,745 million baht, which increased by 36% year-on-year. The sales figures is consisting of sales from oil products 97% and non-oil product 3%. Firstly, the revenue from oil products increased as a result of 15% increase in selling price and 17% increase in sales volume, which is supported by numbers of service in the gas station expansion, and minus 0.8% increase in same-store sale. Although given the fact that the retail oil consumption in Thailand has dropped by 0.4%. Secondly, the revenue from non-oil products were increased by 55% compared to the same period last year, mainly from increasing in the component of LPG, which related to a combination of increasing in sale price and the sale volume. And the lubricants revenue increased principally in a relation to number of sales of our own brand Magnetron, which we were initiated since October 2016. Particularly the growth in the retail segment in the third quarter predominantly increased from brand awareness and expansion in participated authorized retails. The proportion of gross profit between oil and non-oil products is 88% to 12%, which was not the same portion of the revenue because the gross profit of non-oil products is better than petroleum products. The gross profit portion has improved from the last year, increased from 7% prior year, which related to the reason above, coupled with the increment of convenience store outlets. The sales of oil products in this quarter has improved compared to the last year result, while EBITDA decreased due to the rising WTI crude oil price from $50 per barrel in September 2017 to $70 per barrel in September 2018. Also, the fallen of marketing margin has direct impact from the Energy Policy Administration Committee carries on with capping the diesel price below 30 baht per litre. Although in this quarter, non-oil segment has delivered profits, but not enough to cover the lower marketing margin. We are expected to have a positive impact on future of non-oil segment to be able to reduce the risk of uncontrollable of marketing margin from oil segment. Ptg has continuously increased in number of outlets, especially in Bangkok and vicinity areas, which estimated to cost approximately 5 billion baht this year. This investment also reflects in rising in depreciation and rental expenses. On the other hand, the growth of revenue would not be able to compensate the investment cost, which deliver only 1 million baht in net profit in this quarter. This affect to the lower ROA and ROE. This investment mentioned above were using a combination of our capital and loan, which cause increasing in interest-bearing debt. However, we are still able to control the portion of interest-bearing debt not to exceed double. Also, we will adjust investment next year to 3.5 billion baht. This also to help to relieve the needs in loan with interest and to restrict the loan, which we did control this issue since July in 2018. Our focus on the cash flow next year to reduce the difference between the net investment cash outflow and net operating cash inflow as much as possible. This also helps to relieve the needs in loan with interest. For operating cash cycle, we still have longer credit term in order to buy and hold inventories and then sell to our customer at 7.16 days. This gives us even more flexibility to utilize our cash in this operation. In conclusion, as at the 30th September of 2018, our total asset is 26,379 million baht, which the highest tangible asset is the highest among other assets. This is supported by increase in new service station to enable us to accommodate our clients all over the country. However, we also expose a higher interest-bearing debt as a result of this investment from new service station. Thank you for listening, and it's now time for questions.
Okay, actually there's questions here. Okay, first questions about non-oil business. Can you comment on local chain competition or other brands? Also, what's barrier of entry? Okay, so we see it as an opportunity. We have locations, right? We have network. So by the end of by next year, we will have more than 2,100 locations. Provide space like parking lot, but right now we cannot think of any business that have more than 2,000 locations with parking space. So we see that the non-oil business we can add on, and we see it as an opportunities, add more network. And another thing is our PT Max card can link together and to add more on service to our customers. You can collect points, get some privilege redeem points, and that's the total network. We don't see it as a only like only one business, but we see the integration of the total network. We provide gas, gasoline. We provide LPG gas for auto, right? You also, you want some goods, some products. For example, you want something at Mart. You go into Mart, you get some point. Or you want a cup of coffee, you can also collect this point and redeem the point too. Or you get your cars to go to check up. You at auto bags, you also can get some collect some points from the service. You want to eat at our restaurant, you can also get some privilege too. Here we see it as a network and as a strength, as a integration. Here's our core strength right now, right here. And you may say that cash is king, right? But in this generation, data is also king too. Who have data, who can analyze, your customer, you understand their behavior. That is how we can analyze the data from our customers and can serve, add more privilege, add more products, serve more service to our customer. Here's the key. Okay. And we believe that we also hold a lot of data, and we start the CRM program. We also start big data that we can analyze and can respond to the needs of our customers more efficiently. And here's it's coming soon, and you will see more of the big picture very soon. Next, okay, can you talk about your inventory management, and do you have some hedging? Okay.
We have no hedging for the inventory, but we will manage the day in inventory and the inventory turnover instead.
So from the slide that Kun Pachanok present, it's the inventory about 6 days. That's the total inventory. But if we focus on the stations, our inventory is only 3 days. Yeah. So we own and operate our logistics system too, and we also own and operate our tank farms. So we don't have to stock inventory more
than 1 week, something like that.
Yep, at our stations. Okay. The next question: how much did you pay for a non-oil business? What valuation did you pay? Okay. So if we talk about the current non-oil business, so we also we normally partner up with the expertise in that field. For example, in maintenance business, so we have ProTruck for providing the service for big truck, and auto bags for passenger cars. For ProTruck, we partnered up with Samit Motor Manufacturing. For auto bags, we partner with Auto Bag 7 Japan. We always have someone who very strong in their field, and we also can have some synergy together. We provide space, we have expertise in locations. We also hold 10 million members. We have data that can analyze. These are our strengths that we can synergy together. Okay. And also time's up. And if you have more questions, please send us an email at ir@pt.co.th. And today, thank you for watching us, and thank you for interesting in Ptg. We will deliver our best. Our management work very hard to accomplish our goals to sustain our business sustainable. Okay. So thank you, and see you next year. Okay. Okay นะ